it go? Then let's friggin' go then. So the UN stuff. So that whole Euphemia incident, the three powers, Britannia, the AU and the Human Reform League, are finally forming an alliance to answer the threats to the world from within and without, and it's going to be overseen by the UN's Peacekeeping Council. Marina's watching this and glad that the three nations of the world are finally joining together as one. But Shirin reminds her that that's not quite true. The nations are trying to keep their enemies closer, as they say, especially because the leaked celestial being secrets are public knowledge. And the three nations will ensure they're advancing, but none faster than the others. While it's a different world from the one before, smaller nations like Kazakhstan will only suffer. But even so Marina believes it's progress that the world is standing up as one against the Imperium. And again, that's far from true. Britannia's areas are rising in protest against the massacre of the 11s, and the Imperium's dimension wants to descend on these conflicts like vultures. 4 whole areas have had their government facilities reduced to wastelands as a result. Sharin asks if Marina had heard anything from Euphemia because they were personal friends. He's like, yeah, well, she was saying how good the Special Administrative Region plan was, and she was beaming about it. I can't believe she did what she did. But, kind of ironic, the Imperium is a symbol of war that unites the world against it. Isn't that what celestial being we're trying to do? Marina hadn't thought of it that way, but it makes sense that their endgame was to turn the whole world against it as one. Just like what allegedly happened when the Frontiers Earth was attacked by aliens, they finally united. The question is, how does celestial being feel that the bad guy is being played not by them, but by an outside force they can't control? And how do they, and the rest of X's, and their rumoured associate, Elgin Roddick, feel about the establishment of the UN forces? Do not fuck the banana. Do not fuck the banana. So, at Dragon's Hive, so everyone's catching up on what happened on the other route. The guys beat up a heterodyne that was the same one that killed Ibuki's dad, and we had a bit where the scientist lady was like, "Yo, Ibuki, I know you think your dad's cool, but actually, he was pretty much, at best, neutral. He was kind of a dick, like all scientists are." And everyone was like, "What the fuck? Why would you say that? Why would you say that shit to her?" And like, what? It's true. It's like, yeah, but tact, you fucking idiot. Because AIM just summoned it. He was just like, "I just made it be the same sort of portal as 12 years ago, and bloop, same one popped out. Look at that, wow." And they fought Marguerite, and he got the wings. He's a true flying super robot. And Dr. Hell pissed off. But Michiru died, the Ghetto Boys murdered her, and Saotome is vowed to end the world in true destruction because he's a bad dude. He's gonna Armageddon everything. And in Area 11, of course, the thing happened. Oh, and Nia found out she'd been disowned by her dad as well, and that she doesn't care about her, and we have to beat up Adiane. But Ryomu's telling Simon, cheer up, don't worry about it, it's good. He is mad as fuck about it though. And Euphemia did that thing in Area 11, which rocked the world, and the Imperium are capitalising on it. And the rest of the X's are just as mad as anybody at the trick, but Evolution C2 know the truth of how she was actually good and not just pretending. And they met Banjo. Cappe is glad to see Banjo again, because they were the best team in Zuth. And Wada's like, "Wow, you guys are really good friends, but I'm Cappe's new combi." And Banjo then says, "Don't worry, we'll figure out a combination with all three of us. The best three-man team super move ever of all time." And Fog Sweeper is planning his next move with our fearless leaders. Got a lot of stuff to go on. So Sumeragi got a delivery. The Ptolemaeus assault bays have finally got here from space, so it's actually going to have guns on it now. And it also has the ability to connect their built-in GN arms to either X-Zero or Dynamis, expanding their range of firepower, which means it is no longer a big repair machine. It's actually powerful. It's still not super brilliant, but it can do things. And moving on to the UN forces in the Celestial Being leak, Ozma doesn't really see the problem. Like, shouldn't UN be equipped to fight the Imperium? And Sumeragi internally is confirming the theory that Imperium is doing what they were sort of aiming to do, like unite the world against them and then go, so you can be friends. But Zero points out the problem to Ozma that being from off-world, they're like... Yeah, he's like, Ozma, you're from off-world, so you wouldn't see the danger that the wrong person could assume complete control of the UN forces. Such as a celestial being traitor, for example. If one person was manipulating all this from the shadows, we'd have to assume they had all of the cards. But at least it's under the oversight of the World Peacekeeping Council, which means Elgin Roddick's the one with the leash. And we can't trust him all the way, but he's probably the best one for the job right now. And we have high priorities at the moment. The Celestial Being Trader has ties to the PMC in Moralia, and we might find a clue to his identity, but one false step would bring the world to our throats. For now, it seems like the best thing to do is just keep an eye on the UN forces while just doing our stuff, defending the world from invaders, beastmen, and the Imperium. But, Fogsweeper. Yeah, Mr. Tanaka, we really want to meet Fogsweeper. With, you know, his stable of mysterious robots, unlimited money, completely unhackable server. You know something we don't, Mr. FS. And, he says he'd like to say he'll tell us in time, but everybody else is like, no way, dude, no way. Tell us what you want, at least. And, he says, the reason I am in Zexis is to safeguard the future of humanity. Nothing more, nothing less. Safeguard the future of humanity. And Zero says, that's not really much of an answer. He says, nevertheless, it's true, and not an understatement. You should understand it soon enough anyway, with the current of history beginning to accelerate. He won't be able to sit idle. And then Rue comes in and says, someone's at the door! That's unusual, like Dragon's Hive is unmarked and secure, so who would even know to find us here? Well, whatever it is, they just want to talk. And Rue says it's a bunch of idols. And it's Ranka! And it's Ada! Ada's brought everybody to the super secret robot base. Thanks for bringing Grace, who is Cheryl's producer, and possibly the mysterious producer, leaking everything. But Grace is the only one who's suspicious of Ada being able to know where this is. Everyone else is like, wow, pretty fancy place you got here. But super secret bases have their advantages, though. Ada tells the girls to kick back and relax. No chance of any stalkers or paparazzos or nothing. On the other hand, they'll definitely 100% find their boys here. And Cheryl, despite being on break, brought a manager because she's all business. Because she's still not 100% after the last concert where she's fucking dying. And because you fight fire with fire, Neil wanders in, completely lost, doesn't know where she fucking is. And Ada's like, oh, you must be an idol too, come sing with me. And idol? It's like, yeah, you know, like singing, so come on. Sing, kid, sing, relax, it's fine. It's like, alright. And she starts singing Imo, which is Ranka's song. And then, because, and it's like, whoa, so you're on Team Ranka, huh? And then she's like, no, I heard it from my father ever since I was a baby. It's like, but it wasn't made public until birth, human? And Renka's like, yeah, it wasn't, but it goes back much further for me. Like, it's the only memory I have from before my brother found me. And Nia explains that her dad is King of the Beastmen. And like, wait, King of the Beast, wait. But what? And she's like, oh, anyway, I was going somewhere. And she skips out, and everyone's like, wait, what? King of the... And Grace, being the only sharp tool in the box right now, is wondering why the King of Beasts would know the song from Ranka's memories. Anyway, this is scenario 37. Be manly, then beautiful. Or noble and beautiful. Like, it depends on how you want to do it. But So here's Alto, the dog, taking Cheryl and Ranker out for a joyride, and they're both stuffed into the back seat. He congratulates Ranker on getting to get a break, but she was like, I was supposed to go on tour with Adrian Area 16, but then it all fucked up. It was called off because it's dangerous. And it's like, wow, damn. And half of Zexis would have leapt at the chance to escort Cheryl or Ranker themselves, and Alto's like, I guess I got the job just because I don't feel anything in particular for them. And everyone's like, yeah. He's like, I guess it's just because I don't give a shit about either of you. And both of them like, that's not the best thing to say, dude. But Cheryl brushes it off and is like, now, let's have some music. The VF-25 doesn't have a speaker system, but who needs one when the real thing's right here? Only one of them can sing though, so Alto's got to pick. And we're going to pick Cheryl, because it's the same one as we picked before. And also, get fucked, Ranko, just shoot her out in the ejector seat. Listen to my song! And now she sings What About My Star. And they chat about Ada again as Cheryl sings and Ranko makes that face. The Ranko's like, I still have no idea how I found that place. It's like, wow, maybe we should ask Johnny. When suddenly, bing 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 bing, Beastman squadron approaching! And like, what? We found the humans, perfect, brilliant, this is the one the Spiral King wants. Oh jeez, don't worry, Zexis are on their way, we just gotta protect Cheryl and Ranko till then. Nice work, Alto, you did it. And now he's ready to fuck. Playing with two women that he keeps telling himself that he doesn't care about. Where one he definitely wants to fuck and one, if nothing else, he doesn't want her to be sad. Alto? Alto! Actually, she's like Alto-kun, and then Cheryl's just Alto, no honorifics, and he's like, if I can't protect them now, then why do I fly? I have to. This is my sky to fly in. You tell him, buddy. Slow-mo, bullet time, got him. Loaded a bullet into that shitbird. Wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Poor little thing with his little weird eyes. This is really awful. Fuck me. Home missile instead, because I think that'll be enough to get it. These are our wings! I'm a real pro! That's why we didn't get murdered by those birdmen. There's also dolphin beastmen on Ariane's thing, but we never saw a missile attack, so we never saw him, I believe. How does these beastmen fly? My sky! It's my sky! I try not to do triggered things though, because I don't like the way that's stopped being the serious thing. So instead I do vexed. Vexed or bamboozled. Haruto just learned a new spell. Don't know what. Guess we'll soon find out. Here's the nerds. I don't think I can upgrade the Ptolemy. No, I can't upgrade the Ptolemy. It's just got shit guns. Fuck off. Okay, the big boys. That boy. 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 And that boy. So, hey, it's Exis! Like, Skull 4, you got you, buddy. This is Big Brother. So we're, may not have been around to protect Sheryl and Ranko, but we're not gonna give him a, like, we're gonna beat him up for trying it. Again, Gracie's then was like, the Beastmen were at Cheryl's concert, like, well, that time ago. Do the monsters know of the power of music? And Johnny's like, hey, Ranko, Johnny, what do you do? It's like, yeah, I'm a robot pilot. Yeah, and Ada? He's like, you know, whatever. He's back at Dragon's Hive, don't worry about it. And Lassie's ready to show off the Ptolemy's new firepower, because as the dude who controls the guns, he's been fucking bored out of his mind. Let's go save us some idols. Alex Spammy, how you doing? If anybody, while we're here, has seen a good Resident Evil 7 LP yet, I'd be interested in that. Because all the ones I see is people bumbling, and that's fine. But I would rather like somebody who's gone through it and knows where everything is and what they're doing, instead of just going, wow, what's this? Like Jesse Cox and his crew spent a fucking hour ignoring a door because they went, that's probably locked, and then they just didn't try it, so they don't have a key to get anything. Super Great Friend, he's doing alright, but he fucked up with it. Like, there's a bit where Daddy chops off your fucking leg, and he didn't get that, and he didn't get in the car and have Daddy then be like, hey buddy, let's go for a ride. Like, he just stabbed him with knives until he got in the car, then crashed it himself, which is good and fine. I like the Super Great Friend Bumble, but I'd quite like it if also I didn't like. I'm probably still gonna watch it because I love that dude, but I quite like someone who's knows what they're doing. Full movement in water for these boys. Yeah, I wouldn't mind nigga have doing a full one. I know him by his old school name, but yeah, Iconoclast 187. Like, I haven't seen him do anything in ages. Like, he hasn't had any updates. Like, the last thing he did was some of the Gregory Horror Show stuff. He hasn't had anything from that yet. You know what? Let's turn into the plane because it's ever so slightly faster. These guys have the accelerator. Like he used to put out loads of stuff, and then he was like, "I'm just gonna do horror games," and then he just stopped doing anything. This music with the brink, brink, I don't like it. It's like that bit when Kirk and Big Boy fight. And I forgot these guys get a free move. Now you got super depressed at one point, just the fuck. There are some people who I don't want them to get depressed, but I wish they would just stop. But yeah, like, I don't mind the bumble, but I would also like it that if every playthrough I watch wasn't a bumble. Where there's one, like the Jesse Cox one, there's one dude who's like, I'm pretty sure I had the shotgun for this at this point, and they're like, alright. And then they're like, no, we can't get that till later. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure I had the shotgun by this point. And they're just walking by this door and not trying it, and it's infuriating. I'm not the only one to get annoyed at things. Like, and especially those guys, because I'm pretty sure they're drunk when they do it. Like, that's sort of the point. Oh, I just won't attack with that dude, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. No SR point yet anyway. Yeah, like the 3-month rule on SA was originally supposed to like sort of be that. It was supposed to be that people don't rush to just make a shitty LP of a game that that's only just come out, just to give it 3 months, because 3 months is like the magic number in terms of like, if you still want to do something after 3 months, then you'll probably still want to stick with it. But people just recorded their full shit and then dumped it anyway, and then it didn't make sense in the new indie game. Things like, ooh, who cares about spoilers? It's not about that. It's more about fucking the quality of the thing being shitty. If like there was the big thing that made me a firm believer in the 3-month rule was there was one dude who the week before Dead Space came out, said, is there any interest in a non-dismembering playthrough of Dead Space? Like, I'm gonna play that and I'm not gonna do any dismembering. And people went, I don't know if you can play the game that way because it's not out yet, and it's not out for like another week. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I think I'm gonna give it a go by not like dismembering any enemies. And it's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing of it. Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing. Like, I haven't played the game, it's not out yet, but I'm gonna try this thing. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. And then obviously it then turns out that that doesn't work. Yeah, like Super Great Friends bumbling is like the best bumbling for me, because the only time he'll ever miss anything is because he's talking, rather than like he's like, oh, I did this. Like there was like in the Resident 5 7 thing he's doing. There's a bit where you start spinning the box and he doesn't notice that you can open it, because he just starts spinning it wildly. But there's been like 3 cool things that I've seen in other things that he's just missed, where he totally broke it all. And that gets me thinking, well, in those other ones I've seen, what are, like, if someone can miss those 3 cool things, what other cool things are those people missing? Like, that sort of thing where I'm like, I want to see all of the cool shit. Give me the cool shit. Give me the cool shit. I'm gonna have 2 idle singers crammed in the cockpit with me when I'm trying to. Well, I mean, lucky. Like, I'm loving Super Great Friends Siren playthrough. It's real good. It's good as hell. And I really want him to do 2 and Blood Curse. but he says he'd want to play through them first before he does it because he doesn't want to bumble them, and he hasn't played them, which is understandable. I also enjoy in Porklift and Wadiad's run through Star Ocean 4 because that game's trash, and those dudes are like me, idiots. I don't know if Siren's good before bed TV time. What? Braver souls than I. I watched Egomaniac's LP of 2, and I think he did Blood Curse as well. And they're good, but they're also subtitle, and sometimes you don't want to read any more subtitles in your life. So, like, you can't just relax on it. You're like, okay, I gotta read this, and alright. And also, because I watch on my 3DS, I don't, like, sometimes the subtitles don't come out readable. And he did a really good LP of the Samurai Yakuza game, where he speaks, like, he translates all of the text and puts it up in English, like he does that, and it's like, holy shit, dude. And then he speaks over it, and it's like, damn, dude, you're a cool dude. But, come on. Super Great Friend does that as a soothing voice. I like it when he does that bit where he's really dry. But here we go. Watch out, Simon! They're attacking from above! They wouldn't stand a chance if Colonel Lagan had its own wings. We love our pissing friend just to pass time because fuck Bernie, but still want to carry around extra wings. Yeah. Like, I do a lot of it in bed, and when you're lying down, it turns out whatever you have in front of you is then blocking the light, and the only light in the room is that side of you. So I just watch the videos. We did it. We beat the nerds. Okay, for their kick, sometimes someone goes, here we go, Roshoot Super, and then he says Inazuma, like he gets it right instead of Inaguruma. Did they get it right? We did it. Nice work. Beat the Beastman. Perfect. Simon is glad Ranka's safe because she inspires him, and everyone's like, oh wow, yeah, I mean, you want a switcher, don't you? They're like, wait a minute, this isn't the first time that Beastmen have attacked a musician, right? But incoming. Yeah, that's what happens to me as well, like it gets invaders coming to deal with. One of them heads for Alto. He's getting murdered. You alright, Alto? Yeah, it's fine, we're good. Ah, the Daigon! Flies in, saves that boy, that beautiful boy. Alto's like, why the hell would the Daigon, the Red Tankuga, save me? But Team D then remembered that the Daigon stepped in at Gallia base to help too. Not to save Alto, but for Cheryl and Ranka. And then Ranka's like, is that Ada? It's gotta be Ada. That's the only person who could pilot it. Ada? You mean the idol? Ada Rosso? The Daigon's pilot. She was hanging out with the Chindies, and they're just like, Ada, is that you? And she's like, Johnny, it's me. I'm in the Daigon. I am in a Dankuga. It's me. But the invaders are still hungry for pop stars, so why would the mindless invaders do this? But Grace is the only one who's got an idea. She's like, going by this, the Little Queen's awakening will have an even greater impact than I calculated. Or is it Cheryl? But Dankuga and Daigon call a ceasefire to fight off the invaders, and Johnny has only one thing to say about Ada's revelation. Just make it out alive. Now we've got 3 turns, I believe, to murder them all. Right, 3 turns. Defeat all enemies within 3 turns after the invader shot. Perfect. Perfect. And we can use... Yeah, I mean, it's not brilliant, but it'll do. Counter activation rate plus 30%. That ain't bad. Damn blade tween. Unfortunately, there's no one to support her on this. Right, you can fuck off over there then. Yeah, like when I've read screenshot LPs, they have chunked on the phone a little bit. Not the phone, the 3DS. And they're going to do an Idol Singers, a literal magical thing, and you're going to hit. They're not magical, it's science! It's fold waves! It's documented. It's been documented in Macross 7. In Macross 1, it was she sang and Zentradi had no idea what singing was. Like, holy fuck, songs, music, kissing, babies, what the fuck? And then in Macross 7, it's music has a quantifiable thing called fold waves, and it's vibrations. It fucks with shit, messes it up good. But you need special equipment to do it. You need special equipment to do fold waves. Like they weaponized Basara by giving him a gun that shoots little grenade, like they're sort of like grenades, but like little speakers, and they land in a thing, and then it converts his musical output into fold waves, which can do damage and can teleport things. And it's really good and cool. Not that Basara does much fighting; he's more flying around, playing his guitar, going hell yeah. Save the whales, but maybe shoot the seals. While Gamlin does all the heavy lifting. And then Frontier introduces biological fold waves, and that's how the Vajra teleport. Like, it's like they can fold wherever they want. What the hell's up with that? But it's because biological fold waves, they couldn't make them themselves. But Mike Saunders does it some weird shit like microwaves and I think he is mostly vibrations, right? And that's why they play at London Bridge. Wait, is Mike Saunders London or like he's either Tower Bridge or Golden Gate? Like, is it Golden Gate because he plays this thing like he plays like a big fucking harp to defeat evil Mike Saunders? He's good. Sorry, just yeah, like I want to say it's Tower Bridge, but I don't remember Tower Bridge being a suspension bridge. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've been there. I'm pretty sure. Also, Bizarro just annoys you in the middle of a fight? No. Bizarro annoys the military in the middle of a fight because he's flying around playing his guitar, and he's really good. He's a really good pilot. There's a maneuver, D1, that he can do that Gamlin can't, and Gamlin is extremely frustrated that this dude who's playing a fucking guitar and singing to control his plane can do a move that he can't, and he fucking hates it so much. But Basara like doesn't want to fight, and they put missiles and shit on his plane, and he flips his shit out. And he just goes mad. He's like, "How dare you put that shit on my plane?" And they're like, "Geez, dude, you don't have to use it." He's like, "I know I don't have to use it, but I might. I might use it. I don't want to. I don't want to have that as an option. So fuck you." But Basara, a big point of Macross 7 is that Basara has great difficulty communicating with anybody in the normal channels. He can only communicate through his song. Yeah, time for the double brat. Double brat. Basara is not neurotypical, if that's still a thing that is allowed. Like, he definitely is on the autism spectrum. He has great difficulty communicating with others and expressing his feelings, and he has great difficulty understanding others, no matter how heavily they may imply things. Like, Macross has been all about the love triangles, but only one, and I think Delta, like, did like a proper love triangle. Like, the rest all subvert it in some way. 7 subverts it in that Mylene, the girl, wants to pick between 2 boys. She can't decide which one. Only one of them has romantic feelings for her, because the other one is Basara, and he's basically a fucking alien. And he is above such mere mortal concerns as kissing a lady. So it's her decision between a man who reciprocates her feelings and a man who is super cool, but also a bit weird. And it also, at like the end of Macross 7, it's like, who's she gonna pick? And she goes, I don't know who I'm gonna pick. And she's like, you know what? I'm 17. I don't got a pick right now. I can wait as long as I fucking like. Who gives a shit? Oh, look at these. Okay, they need 140 to do the big boy move. For the invincible combo. Titan Hammer. And then Frontier has the love triangle where it's one boy and the two girls, but he only loves one of the girls. And the other girl thinks, like, Ranka thinks she's in love with Alto, but she's not. It's pretty clear that he is a surrogate for someone to look after her, like Ozma is. Yeah, you shoot out all those missiles from your dick, dude. You kill that fucking monster. Yeah, Ranka looks like she's 14. Yeah, like Ranka is the little sister. Like, she's Ozma's little sister. He adopted her. She's his little sister, and that's what Alto really considers her. Like he considers her a little sister. He doesn't want to hurt her feelings, and he doesn't want her to be sad. And he knows that going, yo, Ranka, I'm not really into you like that. I want to fuck Cheryl. Would crush her completely. So he just doesn't tell her for, like, ever. Solid shooter. Like, Alto and Cheryl have really good chemistry when they're on screen, and it's the only time she's... and they, like, it's the only time she's the real Cheryl, in that she doesn't have to do the persona and the performance and thing. Like, because Alto doesn't give a shit. He's like, alright, you're famous singer or whatever. Alright, who fucking cares? And that's what she likes about him. Like, he just treats her like a regular person instead of a superstar porcelain Fabergé egg. Like, I got strong opinions on this fucking Alto Ranka bullshit. I'm mad. That's that fucking secret. Z3 is getting him to tell Ranka I love you. Cause it's fucking horseshit. And you'll see why. You'll see why it's bullshit. And I'll explain why it's bullshit. And like it's pretty fucking like horseshit, but it makes me laugh a lot that they went that far with the gimmick. Like in the show, they went that far to get her the thing. They went that far with the hello boy, hello fans of Ranka. What's it gonna be? But big respect to the actress and singer who performs Ranka. Because for Frontier and Delta, they did the same thing, where like they tried to do the like the hiring process for the character was the same as the one in the show. Like they do big tryouts on Macross because they want someone who can act and sing. But here's Neo's like, oh, watch out, something approaching from above, and it's like, what the heck? What the heck are these things? Buh? No data on them in any of the data banks, and they don't look like they're from Earth. But Banjo recognizes them. He doesn't tell anybody though, and he says, heralds from the moon. And they start shooting everybody because they're shit. The Daigon goes to engage, gets shot, and he's just like, duh! It's like, Ada! And he's like, I'm a mystery, and he's like, I gotta do this for the Earth's future. and be like, damn, maybe we should go help her? And then Mysterious Man, then show me how much you want it. But very strong periods about Dom and Alan B. Final Dan Cougar, it. Strong opinions on Aquarian Evil. Aquarian Evil, my strong opinion is everybody but the main characters are really good in it, and I like them all. And Final Dan Cougar appears, and it's burning with the same energy as Nova's God Beast mode, but stronger, much more powerful. And its crew is Sarah with a big. It's eyeliner, alright. He's got regular sized eyes. They just look really big. And they shout that it's Dan Cougar's wild, untamed power must not be leashed by reason, and it's about to go fucking wild. There they go. Let's do it. Is this Dan Cougar from after? Yes! This is the same Dan Cougar from there. Stay it. I love Mix. I love Andy W. Hole. I like Sazanka. I like Jin. I love Yunaha. I love Malloy, even if his name is just a joke and he only exists for a joke. This guy. But anyway, Shinobu covers Daigon's escape. Final Dan Cougar. And Banjo explains that Final Dan Cougar is Fog Seeper's ultimate weapon, the original robot that Nova was based on. We got to take out all the bad dudes so they can explain everything, though. He's like, so you don't know what they are? No idea. We just got to beat the shit out of him. Yeah, and here are these things, the Regulus Alphas. They're fucking awful. They got like 16,000 hit points, and I hate them. Okay, no, it's the best you can do is attack that dude. Zeska is alright too in Evo. It's just Amata and the other one whose name I actually have just completely forgotten from my mind that begins with M. Nope, lost it. She sucks anyway. Meanwhile, you've got Andy W. Hole, who's so committed to his gimmick of digging holes that he hates putting corks in wine bottles. Filling holes is unnatural. Mikono, there you go, that one. She's trash. And I'm glad that in Logos, Jin and Yunaha are the destined couple that have reincarnated. The fuckers in the sky can't fight him, it's too strong. Hit that Groot, no frames, he's saving the frames. It ain't over. Blammo. Yeah, you shooting me. What series are these jokes from? They are from Dan Cougar and Nova. I'm Gundam. That's a good point. He's got a new move, I believe. Yeah, repair that boy who fucking died. Yeah, GN arms. Which you can't do because this thing doesn't have enough juice. He needs 120, right? He's 130? The truck's never gonna get 130 juice. It sucks. Am I gonna have to drop item supply or something for resolve so she can exist? All signs point to maybe. Maybe God. Yeah, could have a truck captain that loses will on being hit. Shinobu, Sarah, Masato, Ryo, and Alan. Shinobu, you okay? I will recover now. No more holding back. Which means it's back to dealing with Shinobu's recklessness for the rest of us. Back to the fun. I don't care what world we're in. We know what we have to do. Anyone wants this planet, they gotta go through us. We'll unleash the beast within us. Let's go wild. Yatta yaru. That was like, how do you love it in this such a good joke, I guess. She's just some idol singer. She shouldn't be in the competition. She is not an idol singer. She's a criminal mastermind who ends up controlling the entire Earth sphere and outer humanity's properties in space. Some bullshit. Greatest criminal in the entire thing. You deploy that boat because you have to deploy 2 boats. And the other boat is even worse. Like, you always do the Nadesco in J, but when your other option is the Archangel or whatever, the one that just can't fucking do anything and steadily bleeds pilots throughout the game until it ends up with just like 2 people left in it at the end. I think it might end up with 3. Whereas the Eternal can repair, resupply, and has like the super bullshit. Oh, it's an extra. It's not. It doesn't even count as a fucking battleship. What's even the point? Fuck it then. Fuck it. I don't even give a shit about anything anymore. And also, Lakers has like incredible spell pool. I take that when Boss Bora exists, which is actually good and cool, because Boss is in the fucking Mazinger. He's not in the Boss Bora. Yeah, when your options are the Eternal, Blue Earth, and Boss Bora, and 2 of those fly without needing any extra parts, and flying is like the second most important thing to be in J. The second most important thing to have in J is to fly. The most important thing is to be the Nadesco. There are other juice units in J, but not both. Okay, well I see maneuver this guy and hopefully get the kill and fly away. What I did in J was not bother with anybody who repairs and resupplies. That's true. I had one resupply. I think I actually had boss or blew it. Oh, I'm going to hell.